stories. Nicole and Aman with you here. We have been seeing rain hit Ontario. It's through Quebec today. We'll talk more about that. Plus on the west, we're ramping up for a wet weekend. But first, Aman, let's go to Ontario, where over the past few days, we've made up for a lot of lost time with rain.
Yeah, our main story to kick off September was how dry it's been, but take a look in those pockets that you see well over 50 to 100 millimeters of rain. But some locales got upwards to 10 to 15, so quite a different contrast.
This is what we saw over the past 2 days, and it really upped our total here for Toronto. In September so far, we've seen 102 millimeters of rain, with a lot of it happening over the past 3 days. September normal is about 70 millimeters. While things are winding down in the Greater Toronto area, we've seen Eastern Ontario and Southern Quebec under the gun for the thunderstorms today.
Yeah, but the good news, though, across southern Ontario is that we'll finally see clear out. There is a chance of seeing scattered showers throughout the day, today and tomorrow, but good news, the sun is returning.
Yes,
so
especially for the weekend.
Yes.
It's really setting up, like timing-wise, to make way for a nice weekend for many Ontario and Quebec for you. Now, for the east, we're tracking that heavy rain moving into the Maritime provinces overnight tonight. Tomorrow morning, I think we will see some slowdowns in Halifax if you're trying to commute, get the kids to school, etc., and then it moves into Newfoundland with that front.
Yeah, and the story with this as well is how dry it's been.
Yes.
So this is great news. I'm sure you're happy across the Maritimes.
Yeah.
The last 55 days, Fredericton, 10 millimeters.
Yeah,
so
we've only, since August 1st, seen about 10 millimeters of rain in Fredericton, 12 in St. John's. So with this upcoming event, we're going to see more rain than we saw all in the last 55 days. So 20 to 30 millimeters, could push 40 in south of Fredericton, Halifax, about 10 to 20 for you. The winds will ramp up too with this event.
yeah, it's primarily coming in from the south, so you can really see winds pick up through Friday morning into the afternoon, and then they will slowly slide towards the east. So Newfoundland, a very breezy day for you tomorrow.
Absolutely. Gusts up to 70 kilometers an hour. Wreck house winds have warnings in place, so it's going to be a windy end to the week. Friday temperatures, 22 for Halifax with the lingering showers, 23 in Toronto, 18 in Thunder Bay. Look at that nice clearing trend happening here in the wake of that system. Let's go to the west, where yesterday, Aman, we were talking about Regina hitting 30 degrees. Today, just 21. We're still hot here in southern Alberta, but we are dry.
Yeah, it's going to be a temperature roller coaster in the next several days. And speaking of dry, Calgary, 0.4 millimeters of rain as of September 24th. So we really have to keep an eye if any rain system moves through too.
And we were keeping an eye on the short range and long range models, and it does show that overnight tonight, maybe early Friday morning, we could see some rain passing through Red Deer as well as Calgary. But more so, we're going to start focusing more on this BC story, which is the wet, unsettled conditions coming to the north and central coast, hitting the lower mainland through the weekend. The interior highway mountain passes getting touched by even a rain-snow mix too.
Yeah, the attention will shift from the north to central coast to more of the lower mainland and into portions of the interior. So much needed rainfall. We're still dealing with the smoke concerns in the Okanagan Valley, so this might be good news.
Now, there will be breaks at times with this rain event. This takes us through Tuesday, but just shows you that we're sort of locking into this wetter pattern. Also, with this front moving through, that's going to change up our temperatures in places like Alberta through the weekend. We have windy weather coming on Friday. Gusts up to 60 kilometers an hour in Saskatoon. Up and down the foothills, we're going to be windy. So it is a breezy or windy day. That's how we'll describe it tomorrow as we end off the week for the prairies.
Yeah, and the winds will play quite a big role in terms of the temperature. So as you mentioned, Nicole, an up and down temperature trend, even for Regina, 18 degrees for your daytime high Friday.
And for Calgary will be 19 degrees with variable clouds. Winnipeg 21. So overall temperature is pretty seasonal, but it's just that contrast that's going to feel like quite a drop. Plan your millimeters an hour.
Thank you, Nicole, for your update across Atlantic Canada. Well, it's all this moisture that is moving towards the east. That brought in some very soggy conditions across southern Ontario, and that is moving towards you across Atlantic Canada heading into the overnight hours. Now, taking a look at how much rain fell estimate, take a look at the pockets within the reds. That is well over 75 millimeters of rain. It fell in a very short period of time. That led to localized flooding. Now, good news, we'll see the scattered showers just be the remnants of this system, and that will slowly start to clear out with beautiful high pressure, leaving with lots of sunshine for southern Ontario and Quebec for your weekend. Now, in terms of Western Canada, heavy rain continues. The active pattern along the coast is slowly changing. Now, that is bringing in rain across the lower mainland and even into portions of the interior as we head through this weekend. We're looking at about 10 to 20 millimeters of rain, but it's really going to come into several rounds. Now, you'll notice that rain will push in through Friday morning and then slowly start to clear out slowly by the afternoon hours. However, it's kind of an on and off system that will be bringing in some widespread rain, especially heading into Saturday. Now, the bigger story across the prairies is going to be the winds, really creating a temperature roller coaster across the region, especially heading into Friday afternoon. Winds could reach upwards to 70 kilometers an hour, and that leaves us a little bit cool as we end off the week across Canada.
Looking